Jake is joining forces with Gabrielle Union to save the planet in their first animated film together, Strange World.
Baby Clade! What is the president doing in our front yard?
Had you met before this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. We worked out at the same gym, so we're
nice, nice.
sweating
It was like-
to the oldies. Yeah, like respect. Get things lap pulled down.
She would always come up and be like, hi. And she was like, oh.
Not right now.
I'm
Yeah.
literally dying, checking my heart rate.
No one likes to be bothered
I'm an
in the
older
gym.
gal doing cardio. Like anything could happen.
Just like their new movie, where a family is working through their differences
Grandpa's awesome! He is not awesome!
while on a mission through space.
What is this place?
The cliffs are alive, and the waters dissolve the flesh off your bones.
Dennis Quaid got to live out a big bucket list moment making his first ever animated Disney film.
Who doesn't want to be
Right?
one?
Playing the pumped up patriarch of the family, Jaeger Clade. Did you think to yourself, how many chicken breasts and egg whites do I have to eat to have biceps like Jaeger's?
No, that's just massive amount of steroids.
Yeah,
that's
he's
a much
juicing, for
easier
sure.
way to go.
Yeah.
It's like they took me and put me in the body of The Rock, and it still kind of looks like me, I guess, on certain days.
In this one, Dennis, Gabrielle, and Jake are joined by Jabuki Young White, who plays Disney's first ever animated gay character.
Do you mind if I call you Splat?
Ethan is this queer character, but it's just a facet of his identity. It's not a coming out story. It's not the main entree. It's just like he is a complex individual, and that is a part of his identity.
And it's a message that resonated with Jake and Gabrielle, whose teenage daughter, Zaya, is transgender.
I've heard you answer this,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
go
say
ahead, go.
we both thought it was wonderful. I
Yeah.
mean, to normalize what is normal, to not make a huge meal out of it. It is what it is, and that's the world we live in, and that's the family that these two characters have created, and it was wonderful. A huge part of the whole story, which is all about sort of understanding each other and inclusion, and all of that is a big part of why the family itself doesn't get along through generations and then has to learn how to in order to save their world. I think for both of us, it was really wonderful and important.
And for you, Gabrielle, it probably hit home a little bit because, this theme of like encouraging kids to follow whatever path they want.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's what we preach as parents, right?
Absolutely.
We want you to follow your dreams,
Yes.
follow your heart. Well, unless it makes me nervous, or it elicits fears, from the depths of my soul, and I'm gonna then stop you.
Right.
And that's something that we explore in the film as well. That's the tension of life, right?
Yeah.
You want your kids to be as free and open to follow their dreams, wherever they may be, and to embrace their identity, which
Yeah.
is to embrace their very humanity. But I think for a lot of parents, we struggle with that because it feels scary.
Right.
And our urge is to protect them.
So, Jake, I know that you're coming out with a line of children's books.
Well, one.
One, okay.
Yeah, it's one children's book, but
okay,
yeah.
but
Putting
it's
it
for,
out there that we're
A line
claiming
is
it.
cool.
It's-
A line's great. I'll take a
it's
line.
for all the aunties and the uncles out there.
It is. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's important.
It is. I think there's so many stories, told about the roles of parents and children, and like aloof dogs and things like that. And there are very few stories about the relationship between, aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews, and
Right.
the sort of very particular, very special relationship that can be.
So obviously you're a Funcle, right?
A Funkle.
Fun
I
uncle,
guess, is
fun
that
uncle.
Oh, Funkle. Okay.
Fun
I did
uncle.
not know
I thought that's what crop
That's the
dusting
thing.
was. I thought that's what crop dusting was.
Let's just see how many times we can work crop dusting. In this
Okay,
interview.
yeah.
I like that.
Sometimes, I think that's what the book is about. I think, I try to be one who can create a space that feels like loving and safe, where they can be themselves, separate from their parents, where their parents love them so much that sometimes, like, as we've been talking about in this interview, sometimes it's like unconditional love can be overwhelming. And for me, it's been wonderful to be like, who are you? What's up? In a different way. And
Yeah.
so, I guess that's fun.
Didn't see that coming.